Hey guys, it's Dan or aDrive, and I'm so excited to give you guys a deck breakdown of the Majesea starter deck, available now as a prototype pre-order on our website, shop.elestrals.com. These will be available for just 72 hours, and if you want to check out the deck profiles for each of the 5 starter decks, you can check them out here on the Elestrals channel. I'll have a breakdown for all of them, and you can pre-order them, like I said, and they'll be shipped in a couple weeks. This is an opportunity to playtest the game prior to Kickstarter, which is very, very awesome, so I'm very excited about that, and give your feedback. So make sure you guys join the Discord server and give some thoughts there. We plan on hosting some tournaments with these prototype decks, and like I said, this is an opportunity to tell your friends, get them involved, and play the game of Elestrals way before anyone else is gonna play them. A couple things to note: these are prototype decks, so they look good, they feel good, but the final print quality will be much better. Like, the card quality stock is actually much better. They'll have hollows and things like that. These are primarily for playtesting, or if you want to collect them and have them as like, hey, I had the prototype stamp, you know, that's cool too. But let's talk about the deck and kind of how it functions. So we've got Sluggle here. Sluggle primarily functions as a regeneration way to get your spirits back from your spirit deck. It's a 4 defense, so you're probably gonna play it in defense. Globby gives you an extra enchant with water spirits every turn, which can allow you to kind of stack your field and prepare for your final ascension of Majesea. You also get to draw from this effect, so it can be really advantageous to be running a lot of water and utilize water to kind of stack your field. Get it as full with water as possible until Majesea comes out. Majesea, in my opinion, has a middle tier effect. I think it's solid. Being able to boost your stats based on the amount of water spirits in the field is very, very advantageous, and the fact that everything counts as a water spirit while Majesea is on your field is also really good. And it also has, I think, the highest defense in the game, so it should be really good at sponging hits. So you got a couple of those. Foamy is incredibly strong. I think this is probably one of the top cards in the game. It's only a 2/3, but when it's destroyed in battle, you can actually special enchant any 1 spirit water Elestral from your deck to your field. That wouldn't activate Sluggle's effect, but it would allow you to get things like Smoltuga and stuff. You've also got Caprigol here, which allows you to basically get another Foamy. So a nice 2 enchant water there. Smoltuga is very good. Its effect only works in normal enchantment as well, so it doesn't work well with Foamy, but it allows you to actually grab a 1 spirit fire Elestral and add it to your hand. So lots of searchability there. And then Krakatuga allows you to expend 2 fire to force your opponent to expend 3 spirits. So you can do some like kind of direct damage with Krakatuga, and it's got 9 defense, which for a 2 enchant is very strong. Veritaqua, I think, is a very good card, being able to automatically destroy defense position Elestrals, which I think is just always really good. Being a 3/1 a little weak, but I think that that's pretty solid. It's defect anyway. Aepharos is your primary Nexus card in the deck. Allows you to draw 2 cards when you successfully Nexus your water spirits. And then Pelaquarius is really nice. It allows you to actually search your deck for a water Elestral. So lots of searching in the Majesea deck to get you exactly what you're looking for. Crackhead is a control card, which allows you to lock down the attack of one of your opponent's Elestrals, as long as Crackhead remains on the field. Warmite is kind of sprinkled throughout most of the decks, being able to drop the attack of an Elestral by 4, making its 3 effectively like a 7 or a 6 in those combat. Cinder allows you to force discard from the top of your opponent's deck. Probably the least synergistic card, but I sprinkled it in here. I thought it was pretty nice. And then we get to kind of our rune cards, and this is going to be some of the ways you're going to be able to gain an advantage in the game. All the decks are going to come with your Nectar of the Gods, which allows you to draw quickly. You've got Trident of Poseidon, which is a very strong artifact card that allows you to gain +2, and then you're immune to counter runes. So I think that that's really strong. And then if Poseidon's there, they can't destroy the Trident, so you can provide yourself with a lot of protection against counter runes with Trident, making it so you can attack a little bit more freely. Eruption pairs nicely with Krakatuga to force your opponent to get direct damage. And Atlantis, like all the fields, the stadiums are going to boost all of your waters by 1 for each of their enchanting water spirits. So just solid overall. I want to mention that you're going to see in all these videos that the art here is a placeholder art. We do have final art, and I'll have my editor KG edit it on the screen. Poseidon's art is done, and for all the starter decks, the art will all be updated. It's just when I printed these, it wasn't done yet, so it's done now. Poseidon, very strong, allowing you to get extra enchantments. So again, flooding your field, getting those stronger Elestrals out like Caprigol much faster. Circle the Sky, an opportunity to draw cards with Nexus. Pandora's Box, I think one of the strongest cards in the game. This card allows you to basically stop your opponent from searching their deck and negating that effect, essentially. And as you can probably tell, this game features a lot of that. Tsunami, I think, is another card that I could see be very stapley. being a counter rune and allowing you to change the position of non-water Elestrals in the field for only a 1 cost is very, very powerful. It essentially, in many cases, will stop your opponent's battle phase entirely, and that's just such a good 1 cost. Resting on Your Laurel is another good card that allows you to kind of take down. It's kind of like Earthquake, but a little bit more situational, but at only 1 cost, I think it's going to be very strong. Tornado gives you some rune control, so you can return things back to your hand, and then you have your 20 spirits. Leviathan is obviously going to dominate the majority of your spirits. This is a water-based deck, and then you'll move to a couple Vipyro to allow you to get your Krakatuga and things like that. And then last but not least, you've got a couple Lycaris sprinkled in there to allow you to activate the Peliquarius, as well as your Tornado. And that's going to be your Majesea starter deck. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and be sure to head over to shop.elestrals.com and pick them up today. You only have 72 hours from the time this video goes up. You can check out the how to play guide in the description as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.